Spidey.
Spidey.
It's a privilege to introduce you to the Laotian American community of Michigan. I am so proud of this nonprofit that just rise, and of course the person that is involved and the visionary involved, and I want to definitely the person that's sitting next to me, I want you to introduce yourself and go ahead and talk about LACM and the mission.
Well, Spidey. My name is Thanphanh. I work also as a court interpreter in the state of Michigan, and I do a side job. I decided to allow Laotian American community of Michigan because we do not have any in the state of Michigan. So we are actually the first nonprofit for the benefit of the Laotian community in Michigan. And part of that, from the help of Ypsilanti, not a lot of Laotian in Ypsilanti, however, it's a good amount. And because they persuaded me to do so, we went ahead and took that next step.
Okay.
And
What's the year that you got your 501c3?
this year,
Wow.
we thought about it for about a year, and we didn't know what name we should come up with or which name we should establish. So then it took us a year to finally come up with the name. At first we did Lao American Community of Michigan, but then my focus was we wanted to not just target Lao, we wanted to do Laotian in the country, from the country, who's are from Laos. So that's why we went ahead and changed the name to Laotian American Community of Michigan, and then also did DBA for LACM.
What is the mission?
Our focus is basically to keep our Laotian heritage and culture alive. We have a lot of newer generations that does not know the culture, and it's dying now. A lot of elderly had passed away over the year, especially during the COVID time, to not only help the younger generations, but also to help the elderly who could not speak English. And then we wanted this to be a place or someone who they could come to whenever they need help, or if they wanted to guidance or resources, interpreting services, anything that we can do to help the elderly.
It's a big task, but I know that we could do it. And tell me a little bit, like, how did you come to Michigan, your family?
We were sponsored over in 1981. I was only a month old, from the Philippines, Bataan, Maroon. I think that was, that year was actually a civil war. I was born on the battlefield. We just sponsored over, and I think we landed in New York. And then we had traveled to Pennsylvania, Memphis, Tennessee, what was the other one? Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then we landed here in Michigan, Ypsilanti. This was the only place that we stayed in because there wasn't a lot of Laotian here in Ypsilanti. And then my parents wanted to get away from the gang issues.
So you came here about what?
1981. I was a month old. No, to Michigan was 1989, I want to say.
So what are your upcoming?
On a few things. Lao Women Dance. We're trying to recruit dancers, so that way we can take that performers into other organizations when they have events. There's our other organization that we are working with. There's Hmong, Vietnamese, Thai, and then I know Kappa and Maypac is asking for us to also perform, which we do not have a dancer at the moment, but that's the reason why we're trying to get that established. Two things that we are also working on, which we also need help from everyone in the Laotian community in Michigan here. There's two surveys going on. One survey is for the students and the other survey is for the family. We want to get an idea of how many families in Michigan, how many students are either in high school, graduated from high school, or in college. It's very important that we get these data, only because it will help us and help the community in terms of getting fundings to help the Laotian community. So it's very, very important on that one. One other major project that I'm working on, we are collaborating with the Lao Heritage Foundation. And we are working on a summer camp, which is going to be probably the first week of August. There will be students, elementary, middle school, high schooler, even college, urban parents who would like to apply to become in this camp enrollment here. But we will also have volunteers. Our main focus for that one is basically a whole week of camp of learning the language, learning the dance, and then there will be instrument from Laos that we will be teaching, and then we'll also have the performance at the end of the week. That will be probably not until next year that we'll bring that up.
And I know that your website is coming soon, so we will give that website information with all the what you have listed, the programs and all that stuff. So,
but the website, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this person here, Lao Helping Lao. She's working really hard on getting that website up for us.
Yes, and I'm just looking forward to our collaboration, and I wish that nothing but success. But we need your help because we can't do this alone, because we want to know who is in Michigan that we could touch. And not everybody need help, but if you could give help, it's also that organization as well. So anything else, the final thoughts of your message to our Michigan?
I look forward to getting a lot of inputs from many of our Michiganders, Laotian Michiganders. And I am looking forward to your support as well.
Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.